So what advice would you give to somebody that wanted to get into voiceover work?
Well, my first piece of advice is voiceover is a long game in 90% of cases. If you happen to be, um, rest his soul, a Robin Williams, then it's not. You pick up and go. If you happen to be a celebrity already in place, chances are you'll do much, much better, much quicker. But for the vast majority of people getting into voice acting, it is a long game. Most voice actors don't make a full-time living until between 5 and 10 years in the business. So that's the first thing. If you're thinking you're going to make a quick million, forget it. Turn that idea right out of your head. Secondly, be prepared to do a lot of training. Coming from the opera stage where I'm filling a venue of 2,400 to 5,000 people without a microphone, to the point where I have a microphone right here, 5 inches from my face, and it's basically whispering in your ear, took a lot of work to tone everything down. As actors, we're used to using body language, we're used to using facial expressions, we're able to move around. You can't do that in a studio.
No.
You can to a degree, but you can't pace while you're trying to do a voiceover script. So you have to relearn your whole approach to voiceover or to acting for voiceover. Um, Thirdly, be prepared to spend a pile of money for training and for equipment. As a voice actor, you need to have, in the old days, most voice actors went into the studio, you did your work in the studio, you went home. COVID has changed that. If you do not have a home studio now, you are not going to get work unless you're in a major city like LA. It simply isn't going to happen. You have to have a home studio, and you have to have the best equipment you can afford. I've gone through a progression of 3 microphones, and I'm now up to a very expensive one, a Sennheiser 416, and I have a Rode NT1. I have 2 computer screens in my studio so that I can have the recording on one screen, the script on the other screen. I have speakers, I have interfaces, I have software, and that's just for the studio. Then you've got all your training. And then you've got the website to develop. And then you've got all of the search engine optimization to worry about for your website and all your copy for your website. And that's all expense. And then your demos. You have to have a demo for every genre you want to perform in. I have political, commercial, narration, e-learning, audiobooks, and medical. I have 7 demos right now. I have 2 more in process. And each one of those is in the thousands of dollars by the time you pay for the coaching and the production and you get your demo. So be prepared to spend the money. It's going to take a while. As I say, most voice actors don't turn full-time. You're going to be 5, 6, 7 years before you are able to make full-time money.